Good evening and welcome to the 23rd Festival of Light. Thank you for joining us tonight from home as we can't be together in the gardens. We are still here to remember our loved ones and to support the work of St Luke's.
Thank you very much, Dr. Sam, and welcome to St Luke's Festival of Light 2020. Different from usual because 2020 has been very different to anything any of us have ever experienced. If you're one of the around 1,000 wonderful people who has come along in the crisp December cold in previous years to light a candle and take a pause to think of loved ones before Christmas, you will know just how much this community treasures this event every year. Although this is an unusual year, and we can't stand side by side in the beautiful garden here at St Luke's Hospice, lit up by stunning lights, it's important to think about what we can do. So we can come together virtually, maybe involving more people who haven't been able to physically make it to St Luke's in the past, or including a relative who you haven't seen for months. We can download a pack from St Luke's website containing bunting, a DIY candle bag, recipe cards for mince pies and mulled wine, hot chocolate, and even a holiday mojito, cheeky one for you, as well as tree decoration. Most importantly, we can remember those who are not around at this time of year, who we pause to cherish, who we miss. We can remember those we love and take a moment to consider those we hold in our hearts because we've lost them or because they're not having the best time. This year for me, I think of Stephen Flintoft, who used to come into Radio Sheffield to talk about vinyl records. And in the moments between the chat, when the songs were on, we spoke about his young children, his passion for music, and the challenges that he faced as a relatively new father. Or my optician, Mr. Bird, whose wife I worked with at Walthioff School when I was a teacher. Mr. Bird knew I was indecisive about glasses, and he often let me take glasses home to try them on with my clothes. I'll miss both of them. And this year has meant it's been a challenge to deal with loss, which can be difficult anyway. Stephen Flintoft and Mr. Bird. So the Festival of Light gives us the chance to exhale, to take a pause and remember. As we move into our first or another Christmas without those who were a real part of our lives, whether as members of our family, friends, or part of our daily lives, this year is also special because of those that we've not been able to spend much time with. Mothers, fathers, parents, grandchildren, children. So thank you so much for being a part of this very precious community as we recognise the people that we've missed this year. I'd like to invite Chaplain Mike Reeder to say a few words.
As we gather virtually this Christmas, we bring with us the memories of loved ones who will not be with us physically this Christmas and in the year to come, but who are always in our thoughts and lives day by day. As we look out into the darkness of this night, we also feel the darkness of their passing. Once again, we see in the thousands of lights a life that lives on in each one of us who has sponsored a light. In the giving of a light to remember, life is made better for those who are being looked after by St Luke's Hospice. My friends, in the number of lights, we see that we are not alone and that we all walk the way of life as the living legacy of the people we remember and who have made us the people we are today. Therefore, in a moment of quiet, we remember.
Thank you so much, Mike, for those really compassionate words. So it's time to switch on the lights now, and usually we have a patient or patient relative switching them on. This year, slightly different, but the feelings and the effect as the lights connect with our memories will be no different. Can you join me then in the countdown? We'll go from 5. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The beautiful lights, each one a reminder of how significant we are to each other, connecting hearts, souls and memories, allowing us a moment to reflect, pause. Can we give a huge thank you and a round of applause to Sheffield Harmony Choir for preparing a virtual performance in place of our usual carols. Here they are singing Merry Christmas, Darling by the Carpenters. If you know the words, sing along, so join in, but if you don't, it's fine. I'll let you laugh.
Greeting cards have all been sent, as Christmas rushes through, all through, but I still have one wish to make, and it's a special one just for you. Merry Christmas, darling. We're apart, that's true, that's true. But I can dream, and in my dreams I'm Christmasing with you. Holidays are joyful. There's always something new. But every day's a holiday when I'm here with you. The lights on my tree, I wish you could see. I wish it every day. The logs on the fire fill me with desire to see you and to say that I wish you Merry Christmas, Happy New Year too. I've just one wish on this Christmas Eve. On this Christmas Eve, I wish I were with you. With you, the lights on my tree, I wish you could see. I wish it every day. The logs on the fire fill me with desire to see you and to say that I wish you Merry Christmas, Happy New Year too. I've just one wish on this Christmas Eve.
Thank you so much for being a part of St Luke's Festival of Light 2020. Wherever you are, I hope you've enjoyed it. And thank you very much to our event sponsors, Henry Boot, for their continued support throughout this year. Merry Christmas, and here's to a lot more settled 2021.